Hello everyone and welcome to episode 17 of Resident Evil 4. Here are the Patreons, Mazavaz and Brady Bones, as well as good old Bellywash and Tooties. This is filmed in the future. So essentially, to catch you all up on what happened, basically what had happened is when I was recording this originally, this episode was when my all of my space on my laptop had been filled, so then the video got corrupted. So around 30 minutes of this video is going to be from the old recording, including the ending. This is the final episode.
What are you buying?
But I'm going to basically be getting past the Krauser fight, and I believe that is essentially it. Like, that's all I have to do.
Is that all?
This time around, we're going to buy the exclusive upgrade to the Red 9. So as you can see, it has 6.5 damn firepower, and we have 40 extra bullets for the thing. This is basically the firepower of a shotgun at the very start of the game. Okay, I'm just making sure that my audio recording is working. Because I don't want to record this for the third time. I'm hoping, dreadfully... Okay, thank God. There's a moment earlier in this, I guess, chapter set where you have to, invade a small area, and I thought that that was this area. And I was, like, really dreading it. But this is the Krauser fight. And pretty much the Krauser area in a nutshell. I'm going to turn this up a little bit more. So then it is playing a bit louder for me, in typically just me fashion. But this is one of the coolest areas in the game, in my opinion.
So, you two are all hooked up now, is that it? Where's Ashley? Do you really want to know? She's beyond that gate. But you'll need 3 insignias to open it. What are you gonna do, Krauser? There's one in the north, and the other in the east. And let me guess, you got the last one. It pretty much means you're on a tight leash. Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
So cool. I love fights when they're like easily 1v1. Also, he's using his bow. I don't think I got to see that the first time I really did this fight. Leon, you can kick down the fucking door. But essentially, the cool thing about this fight is, although you're, you know, basically in like a Mexican standoff scenario where it... he just kicked down the fucking door, he's been a fucking ninja. Although it would seem that you would essentially... Fuck, I fucked it up. Although it would seem like you actually want to use your guns, you don't actually have to, and it's recommended that you don't, due to the sheer fact that he is really resistant to bullets and just firepower in general, even like grenades and stuff. However, he takes a fair amount of damage from the knife, and it's fuck. Not this time, boy. Nice try. But yeah, essentially, what this comes down to is randomly in the environment. It's fucking amazing. In the environment, he'll just be behind something. You can see him when he's hiding. And essentially, he hides there. You come by, he ganks ya. I think that's the word. Like, you know, when someone, like, jumps out to mug you. So basically, he comes out to mug you. And then you have to quick time event. It feels like one of the moments where quick time events really do feel like they work well in the moment. Here's some extra ammo for us, even though we don't really need it too much. However, any ammo is, you know, obviously really good for us. Fuck. Ah, idiot.
Good,
Good, Leon. I think he actually kind of tells you off if you use guns. That should not be locked in that way. I can still lift that easily. But I do think there is like some sort of like verbal, like maybe you should use something else kind of thing. It would be funny if there was something like you use a gun and then he's like so uncivilized, like fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella?
So fucking cool.
Bring order and balance to this insane.
If you play the Umbrella Chronicles, it's either that or the Dark Side Chronicles. On the Wii, you get to learn all about Jack Krauser and Leon's history. It's actually a really fun game. It's a game that's better played. If he wants to be an asshole, he can be an asshole. But I would prefer if he... Yeah, so like he says, like, you know, now we're talking and stuff like that. But yeah, so like I think it's the Umbrella Chronicles. I think it's 3 games. One of them is like about the spin-offs. One of them is about one of them's like about. It's hard to say exactly. One of them is about Raccoon City. One of them is about the side stories taking place, and one of them is kind of more original and focuses on the precursor to this type of game, like this game rather. And obviously, for some reason, I fuck up the block pushing puzzle, as you do. But yeah, so they're really good games. They're like Dead Aim. They're like you know, an on-rail shooter. They're simple, they're fun, especially if you have a friend. They're on the Wii, so it's not like, you know, it's too hard to either emulate or just have access to them. Because Wii games are fairly accessible. Because, you know, the Wii was such a high-selling thing that there's so many copies of everything. I thought that grenade was a head. And I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right. I like just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Scared the fuck out of me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Whew, Jesus, like, that actually got me. I had to beat the boss again, by the way, because I didn't have a proper save point. And I'm so happy that, like, you know, that boss actually isn't too hard. I beat him in like a minute. So welcome to the second part of this, which is essentially you do need ammo because these little like Star Wars lookalikes do a frick ton of like explosion damage. Like, look at this one. This is literally Empire Strikes Back. I do like them though. They do add something. But yet again, as I'm going to say, I can't wait to see how Resident Evil 4 Remake handles all of these type of things because of the fact. Oh. Because there's so much like this type of thing where this kind of fits the mood of a darker game, where you're in like a one-on-one territory where this guy jumps out of nowhere and it's like this massive combat set piece and everything's crazy and amazing. Because this could be a really cool dark moment and stuff like that. But then there's so many moments where it's like, your right hand comes off. Huh, where did everyone go? Bingo. And it's just like, those aren't, like, maybe there'll be a joke reference.
What is it that you fight for, comrade?
My past, I suppose.
Umbrella.
Fuck off. That does not do as much damage as I would thought it would do. I do like how there are these type of moments where, like, this is like the perfect fight. you're learning about their ideologies, because at this point, no one knew who Jack Krauser was. Like, he wasn't part of, like, any lore, really. So the fact that you have, like, this really sick moment where you go with this guy who's super fucking rad, I love this detail of fires actually, like, being part of the infrared. That's such a fucking good detail. Okay, so that means we will put these ammos in. I know a lot of people like watching people organize their stuff, so hopefully you'll be able to stand by and watch as I do the same right now. Okay. We won't use that though. We'll use this. You want to, even when you're using the knife, you want to make sure that you're using a weapon that reloads, that handles quickly. Because if you accidentally hit that instead of the knife button, you want to be in a better position. I think you have to have another little showdown with Jack Krauser in order to do whatever. Yeah, because it's back there. This is such, like, this is literally one of the best set pieces of the entire game. Like, just this moment in general is probably one of the fucking best.
Two down, one more to go, Krauser. We'll see about that.
This is also another symbol to suggest that you're meant to use a knife, is that, you know, it technically was a gunfight, but now it's definitely a knife fight. So many, like, thumbnails and moments were based on, like, this as well.
You've lost it completely, Krauser. Prepare for your death, Leon.
Huh? I fucking pressed goddamn... And the fact that then as well you're using your knife, like your knife is like kind of like equipped to you in a way. Also should clue you in. We're going to use this one here and this one here. So at full health, we would ordinarily... Fuck. Get an achievement. So he's particularly weak to the knife. In general. Nice try. Okay, so we need to heal at this point. I wonder if the flash grenade is any good against him. Nope. There we go. It's so freaking hard. Nice fucking try, Krauser. I love the theme of like this fight in general. And there you go, he's dead. He dies so quickly if you use the knife. If you don't use the knife, it's actually kind of hard to kill him. However, using the knife, like, there's a time limit. You can actually kind of just die. Krauser, what happened to you? You used to be a good guy. Another reason why. I think they knew with Jack Krauser, it's kind of like Hunk. Where Hunk and Jack Krauser are characters that are so cool, so iconic, and so mysterious that they can easily kind of sell a game on their own. And that's really what they did, because they had the Dark Side Chronicles, or like, you know, the Umbrella Chronicles or whatever, for this game. And then they had, you know, they had all the games for them, essentially. Someone has died not being able to put in one of these pieces because they had like just a few seconds left or something. Someone's definitely died because of that, and that makes me laugh that they have you put in every single one separately. But there you go. That is the end of this chapter, and the next chapter is 5-4, and we have to go through a bit of it. We'll override this. This is a save, so then you don't know how many saves we did have in the playthrough. But yeah. Only 15 minutes on that part is pretty... Please don't tell me this is the plane moment. That is like one of, in my opinion, least fun moments of this game. It is just... It isn't. It's not a good set piece, and if that comes after this, oh, we don't need to save because we just saved. Please be Sadler. Okay. Hello, Adam.
So, it seems you killed Krauser too. How shall I return my appreciation?
What are you talking about? I thought he was with you.
What are you talking about? Did you really think I'd trust an
Racist.
American? To tell you the truth, I was contemplating how to get rid of him. But thanks to you, that's no longer necessary.
You were just using him right from the start.
Oh, I must hand it to you. You demonstrated quite a bit of promise by killing Krauser. When your assimilation with Las Plagas is complete, I'll have you serve as my guard.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to decline your generous offer. I have prior engagements.
Enjoy your smart mouthing while you can.
I feel like this point in time, especially, I really feel like this is going to be the plane section, and I'm going to be really fucking mad, because it's literally one of the worst set pieces of the game. Yep, it's the plane section. Fuck me. I hate this section so much, it's so bad. So essentially what this moment is, oh man, there's so many guys! And basically, in full truth, this moment is meant to be a massive hurrah to the player. Like an action movie send-off. Because,
Hey, it's about
a
time.
plane comes in, no one notices it, and just fucking destroys enemies for you. Which is cool. However, there's so many of them even after that. And it's just a really unfun moment. And in the original run of this episode that I did, what happened was I was on 1 health, essentially, for half of this encounter. And it was really cool because of that, but the entire time I was just complaining because I didn't like this section at all. So it's very ironic that the moment I went into Jack Krauser's space, I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, this section is meant to really be like an American movie at the end of the movie where, you know, the government comes in and saves everyone and is a badass.
My name's Mike. You're looking for firepower, you come to the right place.
But essentially, you're fine. Because at the end of the day, you can kind of take shelter. And let your ally basically do everything for you. So there's not even that much like stress, like especially for the first part. And I understand the idea, like, oh, you just took down such a big boss, and now you have this. Then we'll have the player have this epic moment where really amazing, beautiful music's playing, and it's all like amazing. And it's just like, oh man, the world's really coming together. And then, you know, fucking, it's like there's still like another hour or 2 of the game left, especially from a casual perspective. But yeah, you can just wait, and your friend will basically just kill all of the Ganados for you. And like it just doesn't feel fun. Like, whether it be by just lack of, you know, kind of you doing anything, or whether it be because of just weird pacing, it feels like this should come first. Yeah, it feels like this should come first and then Jack Krauser's fight. Because it's like, you know, Jack Krauser's like this kind of built up entity in this game. Okay, apparently the little bits of that enemy. Oh, he's dead now. Thank you, plane. I think he's given a name, but he obviously doesn't matter enough. Spinning around, it's like, my job is to be confusing to the player. I'm confusing him with my confusingness. Good day, sir. I'm now dead. Well, we'll miss you, number 365. Henchman 365, we'll miss you. Always confusing us, always being there to make us second guess ourselves as a good guy. Whew, man, it's really hot. Like it's a 30-degree night right now. But like as you can like just hear, like it's constant enemies. I feel like it would have just been cooler, I guess, if you didn't even play as Leon and instead you played as the person in the airplane and you just got to mow down some troops. And then you got to play back as Leon, you do a little thing, like you do like a little puzzle or something, and then, you know, the game does the game stuff, you know. Huh. Whew. You are now authorized to go into section number 2. Have fun, we have the arsehole there. Awesome. Oh, that's where he is. I literally, like, that's the one thing I think is so bad is, you kind of don't want to ever really get rid of it, but like, it's such an asset to you most of the time. Right in the ass, right. Right in the eye. Right in the dick. Right in the... Okay. He's just like, you know what? You know what? I don't like us fighting. I think fighting is bad. So if I don't fight you, I don't have to die. That may be true in some media. Fuck off. It is not true in this one if you're good enough at aiming. I think we'll just go down here, honestly. Oh, cool. Shotgun shells. One thing that is funny is the bullets kind of go through everything. Pretty much, there's 3 parts to this. This is part 2, technically. And the last part is where it really is just unfun. Like, this part is kind of just like okay, it's kind of annoying. Because, you know, there's a 1 gajillion health minigunner followed up by, like, you know, apparently another one. Oh, I guess I just didn't kill him. I just thought I did. You get 15,000 pesetas. We'll reload this. This pistol really is going to be like a game-changing pistol. Because of just how much damage it does. And because we have the body armor, we're not going to die as easily. But like, you die so fast in this this part. So this is the hardest part. Honestly, this is the hardest part. Essentially what happens here is you just take damage. essentially what happens is you just take damage. I think you have to progress, not for the sake of, you know, playing the game, but to activate certain little things. That actually ticks me off so much. Fuck off, enemies. But essentially you can't do anything, and that's the... It's so crazy that you have a moment with Krauser where the game is so well designed, it really feels like you can do it your own way. You have total control, and yet they, as soon as you finish that amazing, impeccable moment, you get this fake moment of American justice, or, you know, justice for the player, where you feel like you can't do literally jack shit, as you just have to take 20 million shots of damage from miniguns that you can't really do anything about until it's basically too late. Like, he takes too long for you to feasibly be able to move, and what you have to do... Oh my fucking god. What you have to do is you have to get from this point and then to the other point again. However, you're gonna be like fucking pelted with fucking rounds. To the point where you basically can't even play the game. You're not gonna have fun in this section, essentially. I guess we are in the PlayStation era. Take cover, alright? Take cover, alright? We're basically one hit away. The enemies can easily hit us with their miniguns. And we just have to find a way. We have to get this hub 100%. Use it. And we basically have to try to not die as well as we can. Get to the other spot, and then we're basically home free. Please don't have a lost Marcus. Okay. I don't know why he's taking so long to kill that one. I guess it's because, oh, he's kind of in a place. But goddamn, is it irritating. We're gonna throw that down. And then we're gonna throw these ones down. And then we're just gonna have to hope. Cool, I guess you can't jump down there, Leon. Okay, awesome. So, we've been able to get through this section, thankfully. We didn't die. We were able to, like, pretty much get through it fine. So I'm happy about that. I got through it the first time as well on my first playthrough. Let's have a nice cutscene. This would be in an AMV, 100%. I'm cornered in, I don't know what I will do, but then the light comes shining through. Something like that, like a Bon Jovi-ish song. It's a nice moment. I love that there's just like, oh, we're good, and then they get crushed.
Thanks.
When we get out of here, drinks are on me.
Yeah, hey, I know a good bar.
And then we never heard of him again. Alcohol kills you, kids. Don't use it. That's why his name is Mike. Like, I have no attachment because that section was just stupid. We were introduced to him for 10 minutes of gameplay. Like, I don't know why. Like, obviously it's like, oh, well, he's technically like a friend of Leon's. But like, as a player, this section of the story is 100% just not going to be in the remake. Because there's no point for this to be in the remake.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Leon.
Sadler, you bastard!
You bastard.
Nothing to get all upset about. Don't tell me you've never swatted a bothersome fly. In essence, it's the same thing.
What did you say? Insect's life doesn't compare to human lives.
When you've acquired this power, you too will understand.
Guess it's another good reason to get the parasite out of my body.
I wish you luck.
I can't remember, but there's some point where he gets ridiculously mad. I guess it's just like the shot, you know, the thing that broke the camel's back or whatever. Like, it's just like, I know that there's a thing, there's a certain point in the story where, you know, like, Sadler just gets really mad for some reason. I don't know if I even got that the first time I did this or not. I want to look at the map. Okay, so this part here is essentially the final part of what we have to do. So yeah, as soon as we finish that, that's episode over, and then we'll go back into the past Cody, and he will, you know, do past versions of me things, I guess, and play the video game. But I just want to say that just so then you guys know, yet again, like, throughout this video, although this is the finale, yes, it does need to be stated that, this is being recorded, like, after the playthrough, and after, even, like, this was a blind playthrough, so technically at this point it isn't. However, you know, that's only because of, problems in recording. And I've pretty much said everything I said in that original recording as well. The only differences are probably going to be that the Red 9 wasn't fully upgraded in the original playthrough. And one thing that's sick, and I said this in the original, is you see the oil refinery. This is the final part. I think one of the most important things in any game like this, especially from this era, is being able to see the world. It is so incredibly important for you to be able to see, you know, the world around you and stuff. I don't remember this moment. Oh, I remember this moment.
You okay?
He gets really horny over Ada, and he's like, I must fuck you. Do you like daddy? And then Ada... It feels like Toy Story. Like, there are easily some moments in Toy Story where, like, there's, like, the creepy monkey and shit. Like, it just feels like that. It's so fucking out of nowhere. Like, him just staring at the camera.
We have to get that parasite out of your body.
Yeah.
But I kinda liked
I
it.
gotta save Ashley.
Fine. Let's split up.
Fine, if you don't want to focus on me, you can focus on her. I like how that knife is just, like, gravity is binding it to his chest. My pectoral muscles are so strong, they hold up this knife by themselves. You don't stand a ghost of a chance, Yugi. My abs are way too strong. But welcome to the inspiration of Revelations 2. Who didn't clean the body of Mike? Also, there's a regenerator. It feels weird, almost awkward even, that he would be there. You'd think it would be like an Iron Maiden, because that would be a bit more threatening. But I guess they, like, you know, I guess they wanted the sound effects, so they went for the regenerator. We're just gonna go for the tried and true strat that is called Dumb Luck. So they can kind of be all around the body. Off you get. Okay, so that didn't work well, so we're gonna go for this then. There we go. You don't even need the sniper scope that much. I think I was watching a Maximilian dude. I need to watch the full randomizer playthrough. But I was watching part of his like. Oh, wrong gun. I thought I had the pistol equipped. Oh, that's fully. Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay. We'll wait until we get That's exactly what we need. So it is a cool moment, like this, like nice little reprieve. It's good because it allows the player to go back into the identity of survival horror. In theory, I guess at this point in my playthrough, I could actually sell the yellow herbs, but I kind of have no point to. Also, this is funny to me. That isn't, but like, why is this one just hung up like a hammock? Like, this one was a good boy, so he gets to die while relaxing in a sack. Which would be suffocating and not relaxing, but I digress. I feel like Orville from a freaking Ultimate Custom Knife. Oh, everyone will be happy and alive, well, except for you, because you're dead. But that's neither here or there. I fucking love that. That's like his jump scare, is that he has a really deep, thoughtful talk to you. Actually, we'll do this because we can do this and then reload and then it doesn't matter. So that's a typewriter. We could die, I guess, in the next section. Does that say ballistes? Or is it ballistics? Examine. Ballistics. Okay. I thought it said ballistes, and I was like, that's oddly cute. We'll save here again. We're almost to the point where we have to be for me to be able to roll over to the previous recording. Almost there. I'm happy that only that part of the run, like Jack Krauser is iconic and awesome. But at the end of the day, it's kind of fun. Actually, we'll go back. We'll save it again, technically. And this will be the end of this episode, and then I'll record, and then I'll have the other part of the episode be done. So then it adds a more natural flow. We can have Jack Krauser have his own separate episode and everything be fine. Well, I won't actually save it, but you know, I'll be here. So I hope you all have an absolutely lovely day, and I'll see you all in the next episode that will actually be the split episode. I'll see you then. Goodbye.